We've got news about the Untitled Han Solo movie that will be music to your ears.
I see what you did there.
Oh yeah.
This week on the Star Wars Show, Andy talks future Star Wars books with Del Rey's Elizabeth Schaefer. Matt Lieb checks out all the Star Wars at San Diego Comic-Con, and much, much more. Now, from the Lucasfilm headquarters, it's the Star Wars Show.
Hi, I'm Anthony Carboni.
And I'm Andy Gutierrez. Welcome to the Star Wars Show, the only Star Wars show where one of the co-hosts is wearing the same outfit she wore last week.
Because we care about pre-taped interview wardrobe continuity.
Yeah, let's go to the news. While the movie may not have an official title yet, the upcoming Han Solo movie has found its composer.
John Powell, the Academy Award-nominated composer best known for the Bourne series, Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, and How to Train Your Dragon, will be scoring the Untitled Han Solo movie.
Powell now joins Michael Giacchino and John Williams as the third person ever to score a Star Wars live-action film.
But only the first person to score a Star Wars film and a Kung Fu Panda film. Take that, John Williams.
Noob.
You can listen to a score for yourself when the Untitled Young Han Solo movie, directed by Ron Howard, hits theaters on May 25th, 2018.
Last weekend during San Diego Comic-Con, a ton of new Star Wars books were revealed during the Lucasfilm Publishing panel, including more titles in the Journey to Star Wars The Last Jedi series of books.
Highlights include Jason Fry's adaptation of The Last Jedi, another installment of Pablo Hidalgo's visual dictionary, Phil Shostak's Art of the Last Jedi book, and a Thrawn adaptation from Marvel because dreams come true!
Oh, the Thrawn! Also announced was Elizabeth Ween's Star Wars The Last Jedi Cobalt Squadron, a book detailing the, quote, harrowing story of the courageous bomber pilots and technicians of the Cobalt Squadron from Star Wars The Last Jedi, starring Rose, because she's the best.
Woo! And most importantly, we announced Chewie and the Porgs, an adorable children's book about Chewbacca's misadventures with the pesky porgs of Ahch-To Island.
I love the porgs.
Oh, porgs. They're like a little owl, but they're also a little puffin.
And a little penguiny, and they got little funky teeth.
I bet they just hop around.
Oh,
when they look up at you, oh, I bet you melt. I bet you just melt.
Finally, this week, as we literally just talked about, San Diego Comic-Con was last weekend, and there was a whole lot more than just Star Wars books at the show.
That's why we sent our good friend Matt Lieb to check out all the Star Wars on the show floor.
Enjoy. I wonder when we'll see the first porg cosplay.
Hopefully today. Hopefully I'll just walk out and there will be a porg waiting for me, but I hope that every day.
Hey everyone, Matt Lieb here at Comic-Con in San Diego, checking out all things Star Wars, because Star Wars is the name of the game and the show. Let's check it out. Here we have Kai Thranali. You may know him as the winner of the LOSD lookalike contest. It's Poe Dameron. Thanks for giving Finn your jacket. That was super rad of you.
Keep it, it suits you.
Just for the sake of argument, how much weight does that hold?
Up to 130 pounds.
What if you had like a 220-pound baby?
Probably not, but it would test the limits for sure.
These look a lot bigger in the movies. Ooh, check. Oh, shit. God damn it, Adam Driver.
This is our K2SO life-size figure. Because he is so top-heavy, we had to actually cast parts of him in metal in order to get him to stand stably.
Ah! High five. Or low five. That Ewok is cute, but he will also crush your head between two logs. It looks like right here you are going to reveal a special helmet for us.
Which is the Poe Dameron replica graphic. So this helmet will be available right around the release for The Last Jedi.
Can I try it on?
Definitely.
Yeah, now I'm ready to fight or ride my 10-speed.
This is Hero Droid BB-8 from Spin Master. He's about 2/3 scale. Full function RC, he's got all these great features.
I love you. Help me, Emmy-nominated Star Wars show. You're my only hope.
We got some new releases that we've just announced at San Diego Comic-Con. The facial features on Rex and Rey are using a new technique we're using. We take images of Daisy and Tamura Morrison and we can map them directly onto the sculpted toy head.
I'm overwhelmed. I am here over at Pop Minded by Hallmark.
You need a down-to-add-at tape dispenser, right?
Who doesn't? That's so amazing. Well, hey. May I have one for free? You know, they always said working for the internet would never lead to anything. Well, guess what? Free poster.
You're watching the Star Wars Show.
heading for that small moon.
That's no moon.
This week, Elizabeth Schaefer was kind enough to join us. Thank you for joining us, Elizabeth. So you are the senior editor at Del Rey Books.
That's right.
Tell me a little bit about what that entails.
I get this question basically every Christmas from my extended family. Like,
Yeah.
what is an editor?
What exactly do
with
you
the
do?
words? Yeah. So basically, I think the best metaphor is probably like a director of a movie is sort of like an editor of a book. Just basically every piece of the book, I get to touch a piece of it.
And you work on all of the Star Wars books that Del Rey has done. And you've only been there for a little while, but you came from Disney?
That's right. I did Star Wars at Disney. Star Wars has been just like a huge part of my career, so I'm so happy to do that now with Del Rey.
What's it like kind of working at a company that's been so integral to keeping this saga alive?
It's an honor. It's scary sometimes. I remember right when I had started working at Del Rey, I think like within my first month is when we started working on Thrawn. First month working at Del Rey, and you're working with Timothy Zahn on a Thrawn novel.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. But
So were you like an avid Star Wars book fan?
Oh, totally.
Before.
Totally. I mean, I have to admit that I really was into the young adult series like Jedi Apprentice. That is such a huge part of my Star Wars book love.
You've got a lot of really cool stuff in the works. Thrawn just came out and it's killing it. We've got Phasma coming up in September.
That's right.
But I wanted to talk a little bit more about Inferno Squad. What was it like working with EA to make those two mesh together?
They're wonderful, and it's been fun to have brainstorming calls for us for the first time working with video game people of ways that stuff in the book might then influence the game. Like they're just recording some of the audio stuff now, so like as a gamer, knowing that I'm gonna be able to play Battlefront 2 and see like some of the characters from Christy Golden's book show up. Inferno Squad, oh man. If you like sad things happening to your characters.
You're really selling it.
Oh, sorry. I mean, very exciting, action-packed, but also heartbreaking. There's a time when Christy sent me an email saying, like, oh, I thought of this great idea for this thing that will happen in the book, and it's just really gut-wrenching and beautiful. And I just sent back a picture of the Emperor being like, good, you know.
I mean, and those are things that form really strong memories in fans' minds, you know. I think a lot of times our fans get connected to the saga through books on a deeper level than they do through the movies. What would you say is your biggest goal? Like, what place do you want them to hold in our community?
My goal is for us to tell the best stories we can that represents the most number of people, that makes Star Wars feel as rich and alive as anything else that you encounter storytelling-wise.
Well, I think you're doing a great job. I've enjoyed every one of the new books that I've read, so thank you so much for coming by. Can't wait to see what's coming out later this year.
Me too.
Phasma. I'm excited about Phasma.
I'm here with the Emmy nominated web series here. Emmy nomination. Nominated for an Emmy. We're sorry. We were nominated for an Emmy. I just like to point that out a lot.
Hey, can we talk about the porgs some more?
What do you want to know?
Just about everything, Andy. Thank you for asking. What do they sound like? How much do they weigh? Are they soft? Do they have night vision?
I don't know these things. Why don't you ask Pablo?
Oh, it's weird. My key card stopped working on Pablo's floor.
There's probably a reason for that.
Really?
Yeah. Since you guys love the porgs as much as we do, we want to hear your porg poetry.
Send us your best porg rhymes with the hashtag porg poem, and we'll feature our favorites here next week.
Finally, because we're an internet show and you pretty much have to do this at the end of every video, or otherwise it's not a real internet video, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and as always, may the Force be with you.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's porg?
Oh, that's good. That's a good start. We want to hear your porg poetry.
Send us your baby.
Don't send us babies.
Please don't send us babies.
Send us your baby.
Don't
Give me your firstborn and I will give you a porg.
I'm working on my haiku right now. 5, 7, 5.
Porg's 1, so it's easy.
Porg. Porg, porg, porg. Porg, porg, porg.
So far, I love it.
Porg, porg.
Uh-huh.
Porg, 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 porg.